name's Terry McDermott and I'm from Melbourne in Australia. I'm a sound designer. I guess my work sort of encompasses a lot of different aspects, including very technical stuff like software development work that I've done, but always related to arts practice, some kind of arts practice, to sound design for film or theatre, experimental music composition. Through collaboration with, as I said before, Cornelia and with you, Jan, as well. People contributing ideas, and just through the act of working with someone else, you can create something bigger, a reality which is bigger than sort of the original idea.
The Immersive Lab is an artistic and technological research project of the Institute of Computer Music and Sound Technology at Zurich University of Arts. It's a media space that integrates panoramic video, surround audio, with full touch interaction on the entire screen surface.
An institute, and that's a big word, big long word, and, you know. But the reality is that it's a bunch of people trying to do their best and putting together lots of disparate technologies to get the vision happening. Talking about the motivation for the piece, which was really just to sonify data, and there's a whole field of data sonification. So I found an algorithm which creates a data set, a very dynamic data set in 2 dimensions. I was interested in granular synthesis as a compositional technique, and I thought it would be the ideal technique to sonify abstract data points. And I was also interested, and still am, of course, in spatialisation of sound. So that has a whole lot of connotations to do with what is space and where does space reside in terms of things like pitch space, psychological space, physical space, virtual space. How do you mediate between those different spaces? Vocal space, the physical tract of the voice, and how it is a sort of a gift to the world. Sort of galactic kind of sci-fi representation of data in space. In England, in medieval times, there was a court which was created purely for the function to be able to accuse people of laws that didn't exist. And on the ceiling of these chambers would be painted stars, and so it was given that the accused would ponder their place in the universe by looking at the domed. It's a sense of play and also an emotional experience. The piece is fundamentally works on an emotional level, I think. People had a sense of being dislocated or overwhelmed. They really become part of the space. The piece is very simple. You touch the screen and it changes a preset. Because of the nature of the data set and the way it's the algorithm which creates the data, generates the data, which happens in real time, it's very unstable and very unpredictable and very dynamic. For this piece, I did draw on a text as an impulse, which is Roland Barthes' A Lover's Discourse, which is a fantastic sort of lexicon of ramblings, I suppose, about human relationships and the psychology of love, basically, and intimate relations.
There are 4 screens with approximate screen size of 10.3 to 1.5 meters. The necessary geometry distortion for the cylinder is taken care of by a dedicated standalone application that consumes Siphon textures. Siphon is an open-source geometry mapping program that allows applications to share frames in real time. For the audio, there are 16 speakers on panels. Speakers are placed with 45-degree distance in between each other. The touch points are generated by infrared-based block trackers positioned behind each screen. They are capable of detecting a large number of points and mainly react to fingertips, but also elbows, shoulders, etc.